KOI.com. Tonight's matchup features the Chanute Blue Comets getting set to take on the Augusta Orioles. Zoe Lopez on play-by-play as we get ready for tonight's matchup that brings you the Blue Comets entering at 1-3 on the season, and Augusta, they are 3-1 entering into week number 5. Blue Comets traveling 2 hours to the east, just outside of Wichita for tonight's matchup. Let's go ahead and play our interview with Coach Chris Shields from earlier this week, able to talk to the Chanute Blue Comets head coach to talk to him about the game last week, what the team did well, did not do well, and how he's preparing his team for a very tough 3-game road stretch. So now here is our interview with Coach Chris Shields from earlier this week, the Chanute Blue Comets head football coach. Thank you. And welcome back here on 1460 AM as Augusta opens up with a kickoff return of 80 yards to begin the game here tonight. Zoe Lopez on play-by-play. And just like that, Augusta jumps out with the extra point pending on the kickoff return. And the kick is up, it is through, and it is good. And the Chanute Blue Comets give up a kickoff return to begin this ball game. Not even 14 seconds in, and the Blue Comets already down. And it was a missed tackle by the kicker all the way back. You can't blame it completely on him. It was the last chance that they had. Able to turn the corner, well sealed by Augusta, and it is homecoming night for the Orioles. So for them, couldn't ask for any better of a start homecoming night, and for the Chanute Blue Comets, couldn't ask for any more of a nightmarish start here on the road. So now getting set for the kickoff here on 1460 AM and KKOI.com. Comets will send two back after giving up the opening kickoff. Listening to Chanute Blue Comet football here on 1460 AM and also watching on our YouTube page where you can watch streaming coverage on Chanute Radio. So going to try to do play-by-play and run camera work here tonight. So this should be very interesting. This is going to be a fun experiment. Back deep for the Chanute Blue Comets, it will be Matt DeVoe and Andrew Ndoyo dropping back deep instead of Corbett Kimberlin. So here we go. The kickoff is back off to the far side. DeVoe with it. He's coming up to the 20, 25, knocked right at the knees by an Oriole. And that is where the Comets begin their drive. 1st and 10 with 11:42 to go. 7-0 Augusta over Chanute. Well, the Comets, you would like to have seen their defense come out there, get a stop, try to get settled in, but now you really have to get some points here on this drive as the Comets will spread out 2 on the near side, 2 on the far left, and it's going to be Ty Bowman at the quarterback position. Augusta is going to have 4 down, 2 in the linebacker core. Coming to the right is DeVoe. Low snap. Bowman looking. Curl route. Has his man complete. And brought down after a 9-yard completion. That pass completed to Andrew Ndoyo. Able to get a nice gain there. Brings up 2nd down and 1 up to the 35-yard line. Comets going no huddle. They're going to go 2 receivers far left, 2 near right. Moving left to right on your radio. Gold helmets, white tops with the navy blue pants and navy blue numbering. And now it's going to be a handoff. Bowman will get it over to the near side, and it's going to be Matt DeVoe for the Chanute Blue Comets, getting the 1st down up to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 for Chanute. 11:06 left to go. 7-0 lead for Augusta on their homecoming night. Comets making the 2-hour travel, getting here about 5 o'clock. Comets at 1-3 on the season. Shotgun set. To the left is DeVoe to Bowman. Good snap, and it's going to be Bowman keeping it for himself. Goes off to the left tackle, and he'll maybe lose about a yard. Well scouted by the Oriole defense. Fake handoff, sucked it back in, tried to keep it for himself, but the Oriole line scouting that one out. Now brings up second down and 11. Second and 11 for Bowman. Empty set. Now sends DeVoe in motion from right to left. And it will be a handoff to DeVoe, who keeps it, goes up the gut, and he will pick up a couple of yardage. It'll make it third down and long for Chanute. Still in their own territory. 10 minutes left in the first quarter. 7-0 Orioles. So now third down, 8 to go from the 41. And now dropping back, Bowman over the gut. He has his man. It is complete. Turning around and up to the 35-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Chanute Blue Comets. That pass completed to Corbett Kimberlin. Much needed pass for Corbett. Now they're going to say unofficially gain of 23 for the Chanute Blue Comets, getting going here on the offensive drive. Haven't sustained this well of a first offensive drive all season, and already picking up 2 first downs with that big pass. Shotgun, Bowman, bunch set to the far left. Man in motion is Hernandez going out to the far left. And it'll be Bowman handing off to DeVoe. And DeVoe will pick up maybe a yard, if that, where it'll be second down and a long 9. Clock rolling under 9, 7-0. Augusta leading Chanute, but the Blue Comets are driving. Now, DeVoe back deep to Bowman. And now they continue to look over to Coach Shields. Shields looking, 6 seconds on the play clock. Plenty of time. 3 seconds. And now they go quick snap. High snap, and the whistle will be blown. Look like the Blue Comets try to get fancy. Delay a game is what the call will be, making it second down and 15. DeVoe and Bowman kept looking over to Coach Shields, and Coach Shields wanted him to wait, perhaps to get the defense off guard, try to get him to jump. But instead, it worked against the Blue Comets. Penalty drops him back 5, second down and 15. Dropping back is Bowman, looking, unloads up, over. It is tipped and almost intercepted. But luckily for the Blue Comets, it is dropped, and it'll bring up third down and 15 from the Oriole 41-yard line. Good pass by Bowman. In fact, left it up there. It was one-on-one coverage. Left it up there and tried to get it to the receiver. Receiver tipped it up. I was fortunate the secondary didn't get to it. DeVoe goes to the right of Bowman. Third down, 15. Dropping back over on the near side. Pass complete. It'll be a minimal pickup. Pass is complete to Lane Harvey, one of the favorite targets last week for Bowman. And now, obviously, this, well, you're kind of in that gray area. You go for it here on fourth down, and you don't make it. You give them excellent opportunity. Or you can go for it, try to continue the drive. It looks like Bowman under center, trying to get the hard count. Did not work. Looks over, and now DeVoe will punt. DeVoe with it, high snap, and gets it off. A little tipped ball will go into the 10, 5, 4, 3, and it will roll all the way down to the 2-yard line. Great punt, but there is a penalty flag down. Penalty down at around where DeVoe had kicked. Wait to see what the white hat calls on this. And it'll be against defense. Declined. And the Orioles of Augusta will take over. 1st and 10. Pinned back deep. Great drive to start for Chanute, but just unable to get points off of it. So now they'll go on defense for the first time tonight. Opening drive with the kickoff for Augusta to begin the ball game. And now they'll have their offense out for the first time tonight. Watching the Orioles, they go with this T-wing formation as you're watching on the YouTube page. You can see where triple option, and now the quarterback will keep it, trying to hand off, and stopped. It'll be right at the line of scrimmage. Defense able to sniff it right out. Good tackle up front by the Blue Comets. Justice Catron. Catron with the stop, one of the captains for the Chanute Blue Comets. Makes it now 2nd down and 10 from the 3. They're going to say no pickup on the play. Blue Comet defense trying to get a break here, maybe a safety even. And that will be a handoff into the end zone. And does he get out? No, he stopped at the 2, bounces, and is kicked back out. A long way to go. Hernandez chasing along with Powell for Chanute. Chasing on that sideline on the near side. They're going to say he gained 2 yards on that long carry and now makes it 3rd down and 8 from the 5. First quarter, 6:47 to go. Augusta leading Chanute 7-0. Wing formation, quarterback waiting the snap, and it will go back to the tailback, who finds a hole and shucks off one tackle and falls forward. He'll pick up the 1st down after he was initially hit by Matt Hernandez. Also, Matt DeVoe coming up for the stop. And the tailback came up with a hard hit. It'll push it up to a 1st and 10, giving some breathing room for the Orioles. Had him stopped initially. Now shotgun, handoff into the backfield, and the running back has it. And that looks like it is Luke Dockers. Dockers will pick up close to 6 yards on that carry. And with this offense that Augusta runs, call it a T-wing, wing formation, triple option, it is so hard for the defense to pick up. Quarterback has it. Now hands off to the man in motion. It's one of the wings and jumps right over the linebacking core. And Matt DeVoe, along with Tret Bailey, jumps on the back of the ball carrier for the stop, but not before he picks up the 1st down, where it is 1st and 10 for the Orioles. They are keeping this clock rolling, under 6 to go. The quarterback, Chance Whitehead, gets the snap, hands it to the tailback, who gets gobbled up right at the line of scrimmage. Chanute Blue Comet right up there, getting the plug in the hole was Quaylen Powell. Also coming in on the stop was Tret Bailey up from the secondary. Pickup of 2, 2nd down and 8. Ball at the 46-yard line on the near left hash mark. Going from right to left on the radio. And now low snap, and we have a false start penalty. False start's going to be against the Orioles, and that's a break for the Chanute Blue Comet defense. Ball game began on the opening kickoff, returned over 80 yards. Extra point was good, 7-0 lead. Oh, no, they're going to call encroachment against Chanute. Oh, wow. So what looked to be a break for the defense instead hurts them. And now it's going to be Whitehead keeping it, and he's hit up in the backfield. There on the initial stop, Gavin Harvey blowing through from the linebacker core, gets the stop, and now makes it 3rd down and a long 6 just inside Augusta territory. Great job by Harvey getting the stop. So let's go 3rd down, and they're going to say 5. I'm going to say a long 6 because I'm biased like that. And now wing formation. Whitehead has it. Near wing comes in motion. Linebacker jumps off sides. And it's going to be very close to a 1st down. That is the 2nd encroachment penalty this drive against Chanute. So now we'll be 1st and 10 from the 46 of Chanute with 4:16 left to go. Orioles break huddle. Whitehead, quarterback, pistol formation, tailback deep, wing on the right side, comes in motion, looking downfield. He throws it up, goes down, has his man in stride, and a touchdown saving tackle by Corbett Kimberlin for the Chanute Blue Comets, and it is going to be 1st and goal for the Orioles inside the 10. Whitehead connects with his receiver, got him in stride. Pass was hauled in by Preston Patton, and now the Orioles looking at 1st and goal from the 8. Now ball snap, ball carrier goes on the near left side, stays up, stays driving, and it is off to about the 6-yard line, about a 2-yard pickup. 2nd down and goal. Gavin Harvey on the stop for Chanute. And this is a seasoned team, a senior team for Augusta. Wing formation. Now man in motion, low snap. It will go to the tailback who gets cut right at the knees. Trying to go on the left side around the 1 or 3 gap. And coming up was Gage Leedy off the linebacker spot, getting the tackle. Now 3rd down and goal from the 6. Well, let's call it 5. Great stop by Leedy. Still wing formation. Whitehead, the quarterback, 1 man back deep. The wing on the near side sweeps, pitch out, trying to get that gap, and great job. Well scouted by the defense on the near left side. Diving towards the ball, Tret Bailey flying to it along with the host of other teammates to get the stop, and now makes it 2:30 left, and it's 4th down and goal to go from the 4. And obviously here for the Orioles, it is a go for a position. They are very close, and how big would this be for Chanute's defense to get a stop here? 2:20 and counting left in the 1st. 4th and goal from the 4. Snap, and quarterback tries to get it, goes nowhere. Handoff, stop. A stop for the Chanute Blue Comets. Gage Leedy allows only a 2-yard pickup. And the Comets will get back possession of the ball with 2:10 left to go here in the 1st quarter. Listening to Chanute Blue Comet football on 1460 AM. Also on KKOY.com, as well as watching it streaming live on our YouTube page. Just search Chanute Radio. So here we go, 1st and 10 from the 2 for Chanute. And now we're going to have Matt Hernandez in at quarterback. He's going to find a hole on the near side, but quickly wrapped up on the right of the line. Linebacker coming up. And this is what Chanute calls their tank package, where they just overload. They're going to go with speed, power, a dangerous combination. And with it 2nd down and 10 from the 2, they're going to need that burst of speed. And now Hernandez tries to go back for that goal, or for that hole on the right side. Tried to bounce it back up towards the middle, went nowhere, and quickly tackled by the defense of Augusta. 90 seconds left here in this first quarter. 7-0 Orioles. Had a long drive, did the Orioles, but in fact, they started all the way from their own 2-yard line. Got it down to the 2-yard line of Chanute. 96-yard drive that came up with no points. Now 3rd down and 10 from the 2. Ty Bowman in. 3 receivers out, spread far left. 1 near right. Low snap, Bowman, he has to roll. He's going down, throws it up, has his man. 1st down and 10 and then some. It is Matt Hernandez on the reception. And it's going to be a 1st and 10 for Chanute as they move the chains. Gets it up to around the 20-yard line. Great on the mark throw by the Blue Comets. And Ty Bowman showcasing his arm for the first time here tonight. 7-0 lead Augusta over Chanute. Comets have the lead, or have the ball though. Shotgun set is Bowman. Low snap. Passes over to the far sideline. Spin out. Pickup of a couple of yards. A lot of movement for minimal pickup out on the far sideline. Now they're going to say, did he step out of bounds or do we have a penalty? There is a penalty marker on the field. And the white hat coming up to have a chat. See what the call is. Oh, they're going to wave it off. Nope, no penalty. As you see on our YouTube page on the left side of your screen, the official waving it off. So now with 41 seconds to go, Comets now at a 2nd down and 10. Bowman, shotgun. Dropping back, Bowman. He's going to go on a streaking route on the near side. Pass is incomplete. One-on-one coverage. Corbett Kimberlin, the intended receiver. Excellent throw by Bowman. Just led him a bit too far. Went off the fingertips of Corbett. And stops the clock at 32 seconds. One-on-one coverage out in that secondary. They're going stride for stride. Was Clay Westbrooks for Augusta. So now the Comets will face a 3rd and 10 from the 21. Shotgun is Bowman. To the right of him is DeVoe. 32 seconds left. Bowman drops back. Swinging gate pass, and it goes through the hands of Bowman, or of DeVoe. And it brings up 4th down and 10 for Chanute from their own 21. Now 4 here for the Chanute Blue Comets, though. They should be able to get some, at least get better fielding position on defense after that pass complete by Bowman. Because back they were started at their own 2, and then the 18-yard completion got them up to around the 20, 21-yard line. So now 4th and 10. High snap, punt is off. And it will be a sidewinder, bounces at the 45 of Chanute. And it's going to be down at the 45. So Blue Comets will go on defense with 20 seconds to go. Down 7-0 Augusta. First drive went 96 yards, came up empty. Got it to the 2 of Chanute before turning it over. Got the opening possession into the end zone on the kickoff, and that is the difference of the game so far. Augusta will break their huddle, be at the Blue Comet 45-yard line. 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff. No, ball's loose! Ball's loose and down on the quarterback. Who got it? Chanute says they have it. Did they get it? Quarterback lost it. And they're going to say Chanute jumped on it, but they're going to say the quarterback had possession. No, they're going to confer. They got the 4-man group. The quarterback, Whitehead, had it, lost it. It looked like he jumped on it, but the ball still squeezed loose. So the question is, did he have possession of it long enough as his knees were down to hold on to the possession? And so the official comes up. It will remain Augusta's ball. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. They're going to say the quarterback was down. No loss of possession. They'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for Augusta. They have 1.8 seconds left. They'll get a chance to play to run one more play. And now Coach Shields is out. He wants an explanation as to why his team doesn't have it. You're watching on the YouTube channel. You can see it at around the 50-yard line. Out there at the 50-yard line, top of the screen is where Coach Shields is talking to the officials, getting an explanation as to why his team doesn't have possession of the ball right now. And now they're saying inadvertent whistle. Now play resumes. 1.8 seconds left. Augusta, Whitehead drops back, pitches out on the near side, looking downfield. It'll be the ball carrier keeping it. Time expires as he's pushed out of bounds after a 3-yard pickup. And we'll switch sides. At the end of the first quarter, Augusta leading Chanute on the kickoff return, 7-0. Back in 1 minute for the start of the second quarter. This is Chanute Blue Comet football on 1460 AM, KKOI.com, and on Chanute Radio YouTube page. Back here in Chanute, or back here on 1460 AM Chanute for Blue Comet football. The Orioles have it. 2nd down and 7 from the 42 to start the second quarter. 7-0 lead for Augusta. Turnaround, and now it's going to be a sweep on the near side. Ball carrier finds room, spins, and falls forward at around the 26-yard line, where it will be a fresh set of downs for the Orioles. If you're just now tuning in, the Chanute Blue Comets, well, they gave up the opening kickoff for over 80 yards. And that is the lone difference in the game. And now another handoff on the near side. Ball carrier continues to push forward. He'll pick up around 4. This is a Oriole team so far through their first few possessions. They love to run downhill. They love to run the game, or love to run the ball, and they love to hit it hard. So now dropping back. Over on the far sideline, quarterback keeper runs over to the near side. Whitehead falls through, and touchdown Augusta. Oh, wow. He had the Blue Comets zigging and zagging left and right. And breaking ankles to come up with that touchdown, and now Augusta is leading it by a score of 13-0 with the extra point pending. And now the extra point is up and good, and Augusta leads the Chanute Blue Comets by a score of 14-0. Let's step away for a 1-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have the opening kickoff. On the drive, Comets trail 14-0, back in 1 minute for more Chanute Blue Comet football. right, let's roll. Back here on 1460 AM and KKOI.com as the Chanute Blue Comets will lose a couple of yards, now going in the wrong direction. Big drive by the quarterback, Whitehead. And now a defensive stop at the Comets, struggling to find offense, struggling to find rhythm. Now 2nd down and 12 from the 41. Ten minutes and counting. Bowman, shotgun, low snap. He has to quickly dump it off, gets it up to the far side, and picks up close to 10 yards on the carry. There with the reception is Corbett Kimberlin. And no penalties on the play. Corbett Kimberlin comes up with the first down for the Chanute Blue Comets. Augusta with 4 first downs compared to Chanute's 3. Blue Comets 6 yards on 6 rushing attempts. Augusta 13 rushing attempts and 50 yards. So right now it's the ground game that's the difference. Now 1st and 10 from the 46. Bowman will keep it, bounces out to the outside, try to cut back inside, and is immediately tackled. And it's 1st and 10, or 2nd down, and 9 from the 45. Blue Comets have put together some drives. They just haven't been able to get points off of them, which is the drives different from here compared to earlier games because they're getting first downs, whereas last week we saw 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. So right now it's just waiting for them to get into the end zone. Low snap, Bowman picks it up, and he gets immediately sacked. Had no chance at it. The line, that is the 3rd or 4th low snap, and Bowman doing the best that he could with it. And did the best job that he could with that low snap. Now brings up 3rd down and 17. Ball located at the 47 of Chanute. Bowman will have shotgun. DeVoe to his right. 2 receivers near left, 2 far right. Bowman dropping back, hauls it up, has man on man, and it is up, and no penalty. No penalty. There should be a penalty on it. As Corbett Kimberlin, if you're watching on the YouTube page, you could see where the secondary shoved off the back to get the advantage. And just seems when things aren't going your way, you do not get those kind of calls. And that one is clear as day. You don't even need a YouTube page to see that penalty. Either way, it brings up 4th down and 17. Ball at the 47-yard line. Now the punt is off, going back, and it'll bounce at around the 25. It'll keep rolling, and DeVoe places it beautifully over at the 15-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 with 8:14 to go before half for the Orioles. Comets giving up the opening kickoff. So now 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 15-yard line. The Orioles with it, and also with the lead. They break huddle. First and 10 from the 15-yard line. That'll be a handoff into the backfield, trying to go up as the ball carrier. He'll pick up close to 8. Pushes near to the 28-yard line. 8 minutes left, first half, 14-0 Augusta over Chanute. It's homecoming night for the Orioles. Orioles entering into tonight's ball game 3-1. And now low snap, ball bobbled, and now Whitehead dashes off to the near side. He's got open field on the near side, trying to turn up the corner, pushes off one defender, falls forward, And in what will look like to be a botched play in the backfield, ends up turning into a 12-yard pickup. And the ball not bouncing the way for the Blue Comets. Whitehead gets a first down for his team. Comets right now, they just need a break in this game. Now 1st and 10. Handoff into the backfield, trying to spin out of the coverage. The ball carrier will pick up one. Great tackle. Converging on the stop is Hernandez along with Jacob McDonald. And also Corbett Kimberlin coming up there for a good stop as well. 6:50 left. And now Whitehead will break the huddle. They continue to go with that T-wing formation. Wings and then one man back deep. Almost a pistol set for the quarterback. Whitehead dropping back, gets blitz on the outside edge, feels the pressure, hauls it down, hauls it up, and now it's a run on the side, a fade route, pass complete. And it'll be a first down in Blue Comet territory. Great run and throw by Whitehead, feeling the pressure on that outside edge by the defense. And again, all the breaks so far in this game just going the way for the Augusta Orioles. Augusta breaking huddle. One receiver near right, one far left. They continue to go in the wing. And now it will be Whitehead in the backfield. He will heave it up. Pass complete and through the hands of the intended receiver. But hold is going to be called on the offensive line. And it will give the defense, and Chanute for that matter, their first break of the ball game. So I'll drop the Orioles back from the Blue Comets territory to Augusta's. It'll be a spot foul for Chanute, or spot foul, in favor of Chanute against Augusta. And now it's going to be 1st and 25. Oof. Ouch. Well, said sometimes breaks don't go your way, but this time Chanute finally getting one. It'll bring up 2nd down, handoff to the ball carrier, and a good pickup of around 6. It'll bring up 2nd down at 19. And it gets ball back into Chanute Blue Comet territory. Ball at midfield, just at the 49 of Chanute. 6 minutes left, 14-0 Augusta over the Blue Comets here in Augusta this evening. Can't recall the last time that Augusta and Chanute squared off. Both are Class 4A Division I schools. And now Whitehead will drop back. It'll be a pass off to the far side, bubble screen, and it will pick up a good chunk of yardage, close to 10 yards, maybe more. 3rd down and manageable 5 after that 13-yard pickup. Great bubble screen by Whitehead, dropping back, dumps it off to the far sideline, and the ball carrier able to do the rest. Still, though, opportunity for a potential 3-and-out for the Blue Comet defense. They can get the stop here. Ball at the 36. They're bunched in tight. And now low snap. Ball carrier will keep it. No, it's the quarterback. He keeps it himself. Gets the first down, but there is a penalty flag down. And this one could be coming back. Wait and see what the call is. The official over at the 35-yard line, and it is an offensive foul. Holding against the Orioles, where it'll be a spot foul and drop them back. 2nd down. So what takes away a 1st down and 10 now turns into a 2nd down and 13 for the Orioles. 5 minutes left here before halftime. Homecoming night for the Orioles. Whitehead will go to the pistol, has one man back deep. Man on each wing. The far left wing comes around. Dropping back is Whitehead. He's looking to pass. He's chased out. Defense continues to chase him. Pass is going to be caught and lowers his shoulders. And it'll be a pickup back to around the 40-yard line. Pass was complete to Dockers. And now a penalty marker down. This one away from the ball, up to around the 44-yard line on the far side near the Blue Comets. So it wasn't even close to the play. It looks like it's going to be against Augusta. Augusta doing themselves no favors on this drive. Penalties declined, and it'll be 3rd down and 12. Oh, ineligible man downfield. Penalties declined, so now puts Augusta at 3rd down, I believe. 4th down and 11. And, of course, they are going to go for it. It'll be interesting to see at halftime what their average yards per play is, because I'm going to guess it's going to be close to about the 5 marker. $14-0. Now, wait a minute. Now they're going to wave it off. Now, they wave the penalty off. Coach Shields on the sideline. You can see here about the middle of your screen on the YouTube page, not happy. So now it brings up, instead of 4th down and 13, makes it 4th down and 7. They wave the penalty off, and Augusta will go with their wing set. Now dropping back. Oh, no, it's going to be a pooch punt over on the sideline. Great kick by Whitehead, and gets it down to the 18-yard line. That's where the Chanute Blue Comets will take over. 1st and 10 with 4:17 to go before halftime. Listening to Chanute Blue Comet football on 1460 AM. Also watching it online on our YouTube page. Just search for Chanute Radio, and you should see it pop right up. So, in case you're wondering why my play-by-play is worse than usual, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's bad anyways. But I'm trying to run the camera and do play-by-play, which makes it interesting. So here we go. 1st and 10 for Chanute. High snap, and Bowman loses it, and it looks like it's recovered by Augusta. Oh, man. Comets center has struggled with the ball all night. And this time ends up burning Chanute, and now it's turnover deep in their territory. And now it's going to be 1st and goal from the 9. And the Orioles looking to make this a 3-possession game. Now dropping back, and it's going to be a spin around. Runner stays up, stays forward, falls as he's going to be down at the 2. Looks like it was a handoff to Trevor Jackson, the senior. 165, 5'8". Under 4 minutes left here before half. They're going to say gain of 7. Ball spotted at the 2.5. Goal to go. 2nd down. And now Whitehead hands off again. Ball carrier goes in, and touchdown, Augusta. Augusta with the touchdown. Now extra point pending. And now they have a commanding 20-point lead with the extra point pending. Ball down, kick up, and it will split the uprights, and it is good. And the Orioles tack on another point. 21-0 over Chanute, 3:33 left. before halftime. Let's take a 1-minute timeout, come back for the kickoff. Chanute trailing on the road, 21-0 on 1460 AM, KKOI.com. And it was Matt Hernandez on the return, 3:26 to go here before half. Comets trailing 21-0. You just got to feel good about something going into halftime. And also, perhaps just as important, keep the Orioles off the scoreboard. Keep it just a 3-score game. Stay in it. So here we go. Let's see what the Comets can do. Bowman out there. He's going to have 3 receivers spread right, 1 receiver near left. Bowman looking over to the right. Gets the signal from Coach Shields. Empty back set. They're going with 4 receivers. Now they'll look back over. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and Comets will have to burn a timeout. They were trying to get him off guard. And there's just been miscommunication left and right. Well, I shouldn't say left and right. That's a bit over-exaggerating it. Chanute has had miscommunication problems this evening in the first quarter. Similar situation where it seemed like Bowman couldn't get the play or understand what the play was. And then that same scenario just happened here. 21-0 Chanute, trailing on the road. Sure, if Miss Bagshaw, if you're watching this, this is probably good video for you to use in class of how not to run a camera work. So now empty backfield after the timeout. 1st and 10 from the Chanute 30 for the Blue Comets. 2 receivers near left, 3 far right. Bowman all alone in the back. And now Bowman will pass. Quick slant pattern, and was very fortunate. He was very fortunate because that ball could have easily been picked off. Almost threw it into the basket of the defender. And this has not been a pretty first half for Chanute. Now they're going to bunch again, empty backfield. 3 receivers far right, 2 near left. Now dropping back is Bowman. He's looking. He's going to heave it over the gut and almost intercepted, but dropped. Dallin Marini put his big paw up there and was able to knock it down. Fortunate yet again. That's the second time that the Blue Comets almost turned the ball over on this drive alone. So now it'll be DeVoe back deep. Bowman, shotgun. 3 receivers far right, 1 near left. 3rd down and 10 from the 30. DeVoe goes to the right of Bowman. Snaps, drops back. He has pressure on the outside. It is up and thrown over DeVoe. And 3 straight passes, 3 straight drops, and it brings up 4th and 10. And now the Orioles will drop back deep. Clay Westbrooks. So DeVoe back for the punt. Now off onto the way. Fair caught over at the 44. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Orioles. They have 3:09 to work with 3 timeouts to try to make this a 4-score game going into halftime. Good news for Chanute, you get the ball back to start the second half. So get a stop here. Try to get some things to go your way. 1st and 10 for Augusta from the 45. And now on the near side, ball carrier has it. It's going to come back as penalty marker goes down. And it'll be a illegal shift called against the Orioles. Now, Andrew Town of the Chanute Tribune, he tweeted out earlier, what's the over-under of Zoll dropping Baltimore Orioles as the reference? So far, I'm proud to say none. So that is the good news. So far, none, and I will gladly take that. So here we go. It's 1st down and 15. Ball at the 40. And now over the center, caught, and off to the foot races. Ball carrier will go, cut back across, and touchdown saving tackle by Matt Hernandez. It'll be 1st and goal from the 6. "53-yard pickup. 1st down. And things going Augusta way. Great throw by Whitehead. And now it's going to be onto the near side. Quarterback keeps it, goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Orioles. And it is now 27-0. With the extra point pending. No penalty on the play. And this game quickly getting out of hand. Good pass, good throw. And Chanute just gassed. Kick is up, end over end. And it's good. And Augusta tacks on another point with the extra point. And Chanute now leads it. Or excuse me, Augusta now leads it by a score of 28-0 with 2:39 left before half. And we'll take a 1-minute timeout for the kickoff. Come back. Blue Comets trail on the road on 1460 AM and KKOY.com. Back here in Augusta with 2:34 to go. Comets down 28-0. Opening drive kickoff. It was 7-0 at the end of the first quarter. But Augusta has poured on 21 unanswered points in this quarter alone. And the Comets trying to find any break at all. DeVoe goes to the right. It'll be Corbett Kimberlin with the ball and gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage before he's dropped. And it will be a timeout by Augusta. They're going to use their timeouts. We'll have your halftime stats here on 1460 AM. You got the St. Paul Indians on 105.5 FM in that ball game. It's 30-0 Chanute or St. Paul over Madison. They began their district play. 8-man does. Now 28-0 here in Chanute. We'll try to get you some scores from around the SEK League area. Now the Blue Comets breaking their huddle. Following the Augusta timeout, they want to use. I think Augusta's looking to go for one more score before half. Now rolling out is Bowman. He has pressure on the near side. It is up and it is picked off into the secondary, and the crease is folded, and the return man will go all the way back to around the 12-yard line. So picked off into the secondary. Clay Westbrooks, the junior, 6'1", picking off the pass. And one thing that stands out about this Oriole team, they're not built like Ottawa, but they are very lengthy, very tall. And they're using it to their advantage here. They've been able to spy on Bowman all night. And now it's 1st and 10 from the 12. And now timeout called by Augusta. They're going to burn their second timeout with 2:16 to go before halftime. $28-0 here on the road. Augusta leading Chanute. And pretty much at a loss for words right now for the Blue Comets. Just nothing has gone their way, and they haven't really been able to stop. The first quarter was, you take away that opening kickoff, and that first quarter was back and forth, but even Coach Shields, you could tell that he was very cautious about this game, even in the pregame. He had mentioned that Tuesday was perhaps their worst practice that they had all week. Wednesday felt like they rebounded pretty well, but maybe it was the long bus trip, but even in the pregame warm-ups, he didn't feel like they were as crisp as what they should have been. So now after the timeout, 2:16 left, wing formation. The far left wing comes around. It'll be a handoff, and the ball carrier swings around and goes down. That is Dockers trying to squeeze and wiggle his way through the tackles. He'll get it to around the 8. And Augusta quickly runs up to the line of scrimmage. Now handoff to the ball carrier near side. Tries to break through one tackle. Stays up, and the Blue Comets come racing right to him. It'll still be a gain of 2. 3rd down and 5 from the 7. And Augusta, they can still get a fresh set of downs. And now they're going with a personnel change is Augusta. Looks like more of the heavier battering ram of runners here. Quarterback hands off to the back or to the carrier. It's Dockers. Dockers gets into the end zone yet again. And it is touchdown Orioles. The score 34-0. And the defense for Chanute just has no answer for Dockers or Whitehead or Augusta. 34-0. Now ball down, kick up, end over end. It is up, and it is good. And Augusta now ahead over Chanute, 35-0. And we'll take a 1-minute timeout, come back with the kickoff as we try to get ready for halftime. Back in 1 minute, Comets trail 35-0 on 1460 AM, KKOI.com. Comets trail 35-0. Matt DeVoe gets the ball back out to the 31-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10 for Chanute with 1:08 left to go before half. Now to the left is DeVoe of Bowman, and he quickly gets gobbled up into the backfield and dropped for a loss of 3. Under a minute to go now, 35-0 Augusta over Chanute. And the Comets, this is a team that is desperately seeking to get to halftime. Just to, if anything, catch their breath. The defense has been out there a whole lot, and they've been hit hard. 2nd down and 13 from the 28. Bowman has it, now gets it to DeVoe, goes off the far right corner, where it'll be 3rd down. Gets it almost back to the 30, and now a timeout on the field called by Augusta. And they're going to try to conserve some time here. Comets can run one more play and get us to halftime. If you'd like, we invite you to stream the ball game on our YouTube page. Just search Chanute Radio, and you should see the Chanute Augusta live stream pop up. You can also stream the game audio on the TuneIn Radio app. And just search KKOI. Able to play around with the video for last week. We had the streaming of the parade. Artist Alley Parade now. Got Bible Esta coming to town tomorrow. Excuse me. And then next week, Farm City Days and a whole bunch of fun events. So 3rd down and 13, ball at the 30. Comets, they're going to go with the empty backfield. And they're going to try to get, they do have 2 timeouts. Looks like they're going to try for something. Rolling back is Bowman. He's going to heave it up. Passes up, and it is picked off. No, is it? No, incomplete. There was about 3, 4, 5 orange jerseys that could have almost picked it off. And now to bring up 4th down and 13 in a punting situation for Chanute. DeVoe back deep to punt. 1 man back deep for Augusta. DeVoe has done a great job here tonight in the punting game. one of the few bright spots. Now the kick, low line kick, it goes down and rolls around down at around the 41-yard line with 6 seconds left. Augusta will have the ball. They hold a 35-0 lead. And it'll be 1st and 10 at the own 40 for the Orioles. 35-0 lead, homecoming night. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they go for it. So here we go. Orioles up on the ball at the 40. An empty backfield, first time tonight. Dropping back Whitehead, he's going to heave it over the middle, and it's almost picked off by Chanute. 2.7 seconds left. Whitehead vastly underthrew that ball. Tried to put it on the line to his receiver, and it was almost picked off by Matt DeVoe, it appeared. Out there on the coverage. That would quickly get you back into the ball game, get you feeling good at halftime. Get a pick six right before half. Take that. Empty backfield now for the Orioles. And again, Whitehead's going to step up, and he gets dropped in the backfield. A quarterback sack there on the stop. Dalton Misner, Misner with the stop, and that is how we end the first half with Chanute trailing 35-0. But a quarterback sack, almost pick. Comets get the ball when we come back at halftime. Go ahead and step away for a 3-minute timeout. When we come back, get you the unofficial, or the official stats, I should say, from halftime, and get you the scores from around the area. Here at halftime, Chanute trails ball, or there it is. I almost did it. I was looking at the Orioles. Trails Augusta 35-0. Back in 3 minutes for your halftime report. Back here at halftime with the Chanute Blue Comets trailing Augusta by a score of 35-0. And we'll get you the official stats here, as this has just been completely lopsided in the second quarter. First quarter was a back-and-forth battle outside of the opening kickoff. But the second quarter happened, and that's where the wheels really seemed to fall apart. In the first quarter, it was a Luke Docker's 90-yard kickoff return. Extra point kick was good in 14 seconds. Then no scoring went on until the second quarter, where, in fact, the Orioles scored in a matter of 2 minutes and 18 seconds. They poured on 21 points. Again, 2 minutes and 18 seconds, they poured on 21 points. As the quarterback Whitehead went on a 23-yard run. Extra point was good. Then with 3 minutes and 33 seconds left, Trevor Jackson went on a 2-yard run. Then with 2 minutes and 39 seconds, Luke Dockers went on a 7-yard run. And then with 1:08 left, Augusta's Luke Dockers went in for a 6-yard run to make the score 35-0. At halftime, Comets with 4 first downs, 13 rushes, 14 yards. They have 15 pass attempts, 6 completions, 1 interception. And of the total offense, 28 plays and 52 yards of offense. For Augusta, 35 points scored with 10 first downs, 28 rushing attempts with 157 yards. They have 125 yards through the air. They are 5 of 6 with no interceptions, and total offense 282 yards. 5 kickoff returns. How about this? This is, I think, very telling. Chanute, they have had 5 kickoff returns and 87 yards. Augusta, 1 kickoff return, 90 yards. And then the 1 interception, 35 yards for Augusta. Time of possession, Chanute, 10 minutes and 40 seconds. Augusta, 13 minutes and 20 seconds. Comets are 2 of 7 on third down, where Augusta is 3 of 5. Matt DeVoe leads the Blue Comets in rushing with 4 yards, averaging just 0.7 yards a carry. Matt Hernandez with 1 carry. Corbett Kimberlin with -1 yards. And Ty Bowman got sacked, dropped for only -17 yards. Bowman is 5 of 14 with 53 yards, had the big 23-yard completion, 1 sack. Kimberlin with 2 receptions, 36 yards. Matt Hernandez with 2 receptions, 19 yards. Andrew Ndoyo with 1 reception and 9 yards. And Lane Harvey with 1 reception and 2 yards. On the opposite side for the Orioles, Luke Dockers has 15 rushes, 63 yards, 2 touchdowns, averaging around 4.2 yards per carry. Whitehead with 6 carries, 48 yards, averaging almost 8 yards a carry. Trevor Jackson with 6 carries, 32 yards, and 5.3 yards per carry. Whitehead at quarterback, 5 of 6 with 125 yards and 1 sack. And Dockers, 3 receptions, 34 yards, and that is pretty much it. The Blue Comets are just struggling to bring a stop to the Orioles. This has been I guess now 4th week in a row, you want to call it, where the defense has not been able to get a stop, and the offense in that first drive looked like they were going to roll and then very least find some rhythm for the first time right out of the go and start hot. But And the Orioles just overpowering them here in this second quarter. And scoring 21 points in a matter of 2 minutes and 18 seconds. And so the answer, just got to grind it out there. Got to finish strong. I would imagine that in this scenario, it is the same message in that locker room for Coach Shields as it was against Pittsburgh. It's like, look, forget the score, forget the situation, just go out and play good, play smart. And they've only have one interception. Penalties. Chanute has 3 for 15. Augusta 3 of 31. And so in this case, the case of moral victories, not a whole lot for the Comets to sit there and say, well, this is what we have moral victory on. But you're in this hole now, and you just got to dig it out. 35-0 is our score here at halftime. Let's go back to the studio for a 3-minute timeout. And when we come back, we'll get you scores from around the area. But right now, the Chanute Blue Comets trail at 35-0 here on the road in Augusta on Augusta's homecoming night. Back in 1 minute, or 3 minutes, 3-minute timeout. This is Chanute Blue Comet football on 1460 AM. No, I did not. Welcome back here on 1460 AM, KKOY.com, as we get you score updates from across the area as the Chanute Blue Comets are back out on the field. And again, you can watch the game if you would like. We're going to go with a more wide angle for the second half, see how we can do on that. It might be a little bit easier to do play-by-play and run the camera with the wider angle from up here in the press box. But you can go to our YouTube page, Chanute Radio, and you'll see what we are hoping to become more of a tradition here to provide to you, the listeners, and those who are at home. Let's get you some score updates from around the area. And Blue Comet fans, don't get too down, as there must be something in the football gods' plans today, because a lot of scores are just absolutely lopsided. Fredonia knocking around Blue Stem, 45-0 at half. Frontenac leading Southeast, 63-0 already in the third quarter. St. Paul over Madison on Hot 105, 48-6. Independence running all over Anderson County, 33-0. And Pittsburgh steamrolling Andover Central, 38-0. And that is the best that I can do as far as close games. Well, there's two close games. You got Cherryville leading Neodesha 7-6 at half. That's a good game. And Columbus over Prairie View 6-0. Outside of that, blowouts. Just nothing but blowouts. So I want to invite you to go to Bible Esta tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon, really, all day. A unique, one-of-a-kind celebration of depicting Bible events in float form through the small town of Humboldt. That's going on tomorrow. And then next week, it's the start of Fredonia Homecoming with activities throughout the week. And then it is also Farm City Days in Iola, going on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday next week. Also, you can join me broadcasting live over at Waylog Farms. Waylog Farms will be hosting their first ever pumpkin patch. We'll be out there broadcasting live from noon to 2. And then over at Merle Kelly Ford from 10 to 2, or 10 to noon. And then Marshall's Big Birthday Bash over at Dudley's. LCP will be out there from 3 to 5. So busy day tomorrow. But we got 24 minutes of football to finish up here in Augusta. Now, in case you are curious back at home, the mercy rule or the running clock at any time in the second half is 45-0. So at any time when it goes to 45-0 in this game, that is when the clock will start rolling. So here we go, getting ready for the second half kickoff here on 1460 AM and KKOY.com, again on the Chanute Radio YouTube page. And check that out for the streaming there. Also, K-State football will be on the air tomorrow on 95.3 FM. Pre-game show coverage beginning at around 12:30. Who does K-State play tomorrow? I'm asking Andrew Town of the Chanute Tribune. Oh, at West Virginia. Ooh, that'll be a good game. That'll be a great game. So if you want to catch Big 12 action, you can catch it on 1460 AM and KKOY.com or at 95.3 FM. And, of course, we can't stream it, so otherwise we'll get in trouble. Not that the Big 12 has other things to worry about. A little station in southeast Kansas streaming their games. We'll get a nasty letter. Now, the Royals on 1460 AM, they'll wrap up their season. We'll have coverage of that, both games. On Saturday and Sunday. So the Royals will not get to defend their World Series championship or two-time reigning AL champs. So Comets will have the ball to start the second half. Comets will have two back deep. So here we go, getting ready for the second half of football from Augusta. I feel like I should channel my inner Jim Nance. Augusta, a place unlike any other. And here we go, the kickoff is back deep. Goes off to the far side. And the Comets get it up to the 25 and 27, 28, 29. And trying to high step out of the tackle. Return for the Comets was Tret Bailey. Oh, no, Matt DeVoe on the return, excuse me. So 1st and 10. Comets after their halftime, now getting a chance to come out. 3 receivers on the near right side, 2 receivers on the far left. Bowman, shotgun, has DeVoe to his right. Snaps, high snap, brought back. DeVoe will go off to the far left side, and he's brought down at around the 33-yard line. Pickup of a couple. So DeVoe brings up 2nd down and 8 after the 2-yard pickup. Bowman shotgun, has DeVoe to his left, 3 receivers near right. And Bowman will keep it for himself, goes off the tackle on the far side, falls forward for a pickup of 3. Close to 3. It'll bring up 3rd down and long. Had a very fluid first quarter, and that was thanks in part to just a 7-0 score, but turnovers and scoring brought it up to a 35-0 lead and slowed down things a bit. Now pass in the back. Oh! And a stop in the backfield. Pass was complete on the near side to Andrew Ndoyo. Andrew Ndoyo with the reception. However, he was stopped back, and it'll be a loss on the play. And now the punt going back for the Blue Comets. DeVoe punts it away. Good kick. One of the few highlights. Oh! And the ball went loose, and it's going to be downed at around the 34-yard line. Thought maybe it might have been touched by an Oriole, but they're going to say no, it was not. It'll be now 1st and 10 for the Orioles, and it'll be down at around their own 34-yard line. One of the few bright spots tonight for Chanute has definitely been Matt DeVoe and his punting. Now the Orioles, they'll go back into their wing set. Whitehead, the quarterback. Now we'll keep it. Now on the near side, and he's gone. Touchdown, unless someone can catch him from the secondary. Dive and touchdown Orioles. Wow. The defense was completely suckered on that play. No penalties on the field. They were just fooled. They over-pursued. I mean, and there's nothing they could do about that. They were just fooled. That is that triple option where it becomes very difficult to pick up. So now it is 41. Extra point up, and it is good, barely clearing. And now 42-0 in favor of the Orioles. We'll step away for a 1-minute timeout. Come back with the kickoff. 42-0. Chanute trailing over the Orioles. Back in 1 minute for more Blue Comet football. Back here in Augusta, 9:50 left in the third. 42-0 Augusta over the Blue Comets. The Comets with the ball. Two receivers near right, one far left. And it'll be DeVoe with it as he gets gobbled up. It looks like, too, that the Orioles have gone to their second string. Matt DeVoe with the ball carry. .924 left. Shotgun. Man on each side is Bowman, bringing some extra coverage. And now Bowman will keep it. Pitches out late, but able to get it off in time, and the defense swarms to him quickly. And a big stop for the Orioles. Had nowhere to go but back. This is now becoming quickly one of those games that you just grind through. So now it is 3rd down and 11 from the 33. Bowman chased out of the pocket, dropping back, passes, and it is incomplete. Intended for Corbett Kimberlin, and now brings up 4th down in another punting situation, another quick 3 and out for the Comets. (42-0) Augusta. DeVoe set to punt. Good snap. Back. Low. Up to the 40. And that is where Augusta will take over 1st and 10 with 8:51 left to go in the third. Westbrook fielding the ball for the Orioles. Ball at the 38-yard line on the far right hash mark. Now quickly breaking huddle are the Orioles. Looks like they've gone again with their smaller lineup. Handoff into the backfield. Ball carrier goes, and I say smaller right as soon as I say that. Stays up. What a heck of a carry. He said it was Davidson, Zach Davidson on the carry. A great run. These like I said, these Orioles, they do not look, they don't have the size of what Ottawa did last week, but boy, do they run hard. And now it looks like we have a penalty on the field. Maybe that's why it was able to get open. So Augusta will drop it back. It'll be a 10-yard penalty, spot of the foul, drops him back to the 34-yard line. And now Orioles will hand it off to the backfield. And a stop by the line, trying to drag him backwards, but they'll call it momentum, forward momentum stopped. Gain of 3, second down and 11. 8 minutes left, 42-0. Augusta all over Chanute here on the road. Now dropping back, pitch out on the near side. Trying to seal that outside edge, turning back up, and the defense swarming to the ball carrier for the stop. On the carry was Trevor Jackson. And Matt DeVoe coming up with the stop for Chanute. And now third down and long for the Orioles. 7:30 left. Orioles need just 3 to enact the running clock for the remainder of the second half. It's not wait till fourth quarter, it's for the second half. And now dropping back is the quarterback. Lasers it and passes incomplete. Initially had it and then dropped it. And now it'll be a rare punting situation for Augusta. Corbett Kimberlin able to get the stop. Now 4th and 15. Appears as though Augusta is going to go. Nope, they're going to pooch it. Pooch kick. And it rolls up to around the 32 of the Blue Comets, and that is where they will take over. 1st and 10. 7:01 left, third quarter. Chanute trailing. They'll be at home, or no, they'll be on the road next week. They have a very tough 3-game road stretch. They have, of course, next week, week number 6, and for the Comets, they have to be viewing that game next week as the last chance to tune up. It's a Southeast Kansas League game, their first since Fort Scott. Now DeVoe goes to the left of Bowman. High snap, and Bowman keeps it for himself. Oh, he got hit hard at the line of scrimmage. And it'll bring up second down and a long 9. They will have a SEK League matchup. And then you get into where basically you go back and you reset the season. Everyone's 0-0. Second down and 9 from the 33, far left hash. Bowman drops back, had DeVoe to his right, passes, and that was short. Way short. That was almost a miscommunication. Either Bowman released it because he felt pressured, or the receiver did not run the right route. Whatever it may be, it's now third down, clock stopped, 6:22. It's third down and long. Comets on the road next week at Parsons. Third down and 9. Bowman drops back and feels pressure from behind. Passes over the middle, complete. up to around the 46-yard line. A 14-yard completion. And it gets it to Corbett Kimberlin. So fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 46. Now 1st and 10 Blue Comets. Trying to get back into Augusta territory, trying to crack the goose egg. Now Bowman drops back, gets his pass knocked back into his face. And that was Johnny Clausing, 6'7". Put his hands up and just knocked it. I'm surprised that ball did not get stuck, wedged in the helmet and the face mask of Ty Bowman. Because, I mean, it was well played. There was no way that Ty was going to be able to get that through his hands. Now dropping back, Bowman unloads a rainbow pass on the sideline, and it's incomplete. And brings up 3rd down and 10. 6'7". Ooh. I just can't get over that. He's only a junior. Yeah. Imagine the basketball coach will be like, hey, make sure you don't forget about basketball season. 5:46, clock stop, 3rd quarter. 3rd down and 10. He's here on the near side if you're watching on our YouTube page at 6'7". Here on the near left on the line. Dropping back is Bowman, and it's going to be back into the backfield. And make that DeVoe trying to make people miss. He'll run sideways to sideline. Finally goes forward and picks up 2 yards. And now it's 4th down and punt for the Blue Comets. DeVoe will drop back after getting hammered on the catch. Now drop back for the punt. Now the ball back, and it goes back towards the near sideline, and that is where looks like the official marking it off. Gets it up to around the 27-yard line, 28-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Orioles. 5 minutes left in the 3rd. Listening to Chanute Blue Comet football on 1460 AM, KKOI.com, and also on our YouTube page. You can watch it. So Augusta going out with their backup squad, getting them some JV playing time, or getting them some varsity playing time. Now quarterback goes off to the sideline, off on the near side, angles, and the ball carrier sprinting down the sideline, and he is gone. Touchdown Augusta. And that will put the running clock into effect on the kickoff. And that was Dockers sprinting out there. 48-0 with the extra point pending. Snap down, kick up, end over end, and it is good. And we're in the middle of the 3rd quarter. The score, 49-0. And we'll step away for a 1-minute timeout, come back with the kickoff. Comets trail 49-0. 4:48 left to go in the 3rd. Back in 1 minute for more Chanute Blue Comet football. Back here on 1460 AM, KKOI.com. Now have the running clock in effect, so the only thing that will stop it is timeouts and injury timeouts. Bowman shotgun, has DeVoe to his left. Good snap, drops back, passes over on the far sideline and gets it up to near the 38, looks like 39-yard line, and we'll have the penalty on the play. Is out there towards the far sideline. And now we have a injured player from Augusta. Now, they're going to call a late hit, unsportsmanlike conduct against Chanute. Hands out there at around the 35-yard line is where they're attending to him. Do not see the player who is down for Augusta. It is Augusta player attending now on the sideline. Bible Estate coming up tomorrow in Humboldt. Hope that you can be a part of that. Plenty of activities going on in Southeast Kansas between the Bible Esta parade. Now player gets back up, thankfully, on his own, with a little bit of help, walking back on the sideline on his own power. Good sight to see. Got Marshall's big birthday bash, the Waylog Family Farm big pumpkin patch grand opening. And then Merle Kelly Ford wrapping up their 55 years in business celebration. Score update from Humboldt. Humboldt over Eureka, 66-6. Ouch. Ouch. Although if I was one of those teams, I would be scoring. I don't care. That 666 freaked me out. Dropping back is Bowman. He's going to heave it up here on the near sideline. It is incomplete. Broken up by Augusta's Clay Westbrooks. And so now 3rd down and 18 following the 15-yard dead ball penalty against Chanute. Personal foul penalty. Now, be handoff onto the far sideline. No penalty as the player was late getting off on the field. The pass complete on the far sideline by Chanute. Matt Hernandez hauling it in. Matt Hernandez getting things done. So the Comets on the road next week at Parsons. And we'll have coverage for you here on 1460 AM. I haven't been to Parsons football stadium in many, many years. And now a good punt. It's going to be fielded near midfield by the Orioles. Clock will continue to roll. And Westbrook fields it. Augusta go back out on the field. Haven't been out to Marvel Park since 2004. So it'll be about 12 years played out there. I take that back. Actually, I called the game out there with Mike. I remember that. I lied. It was a few years ago, about 5, 6 years ago. Did a game with Mike out there. So it hasn't been that long. Handoff into the backfield. No, quarterback keeper. Quarterback keeping it for himself. Dancing around. Cuts on the outside. Now back in. And back to the 9, or about a 9-yard pickup. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 1. Chance Whitehead, the junior, is still out there at quarterback. Now under a minute left. Whitehead. It's the handoff to the back, 1st down. And be down to the 25-yard line. 40 seconds left. And Hilt on the carry. Do want to give a shout out to Augusta. Beautiful facilities out here. They have excellent press box. It's way up high, unique look to it. I'm probably one of my favorite facilities that I've been to covering high school football now for over close to about 10 years. 49-0 with 6 seconds left, and it will be a handoff. Hilt still with it. Or scratch that, make that Dockers. Dockers still in the ball game. Up to the 20, and now a penalty marker is down. It'll be holding. But still, that will end the first or third quarter. 49-0. It'll be coming back. I say penalty cannot end on the defensive play. Now I'm just saying that because it's third quarter, but they'll switch sides and run down the next 12 minutes as the Blue Comets trail Augusta by a score of 49-0. Take a 1-minute timeout, switch sides, and get ready. Comets down 49-0 on the road on 1460 AM, KKOI.com. Augusta full steam ahead on the handoff on the near side following the penalty. Rockford with the carry for the Orioles. And clock rolling, 11:35 left in the game, 49-0. We'll get you the score update from the Humboldt Cubs game. And handoff. No, it'll be quarterback keeper on the far sideline. Rolling out. That's what makes that triple option so hard to read. I can only imagine it's, you know, I'm up here. I've got the bird's eye view, so it makes it a little bit easier, but I can only imagine being out there on the field trying to get a read on it. Score update from Humboldt. 73-6, Humboldt. 73-6. Ouch. And now ball shovel past. Ball carrier keeps it. That's Armani Dennis. And able to move the chains. Get you the official wrap up coming up here in about 10 minutes. And now pitch out. Ooh, that is an odd pitch. Here on the near side, drop down to around the 10. Now, the reason why I say it's an odd pitch is because it looks like the quarterback, whereas the ball has an end over end type route, spins it as if it's side to side. So instead of being end over end, it's side to side. I would imagine that would be almost, I would think, unless you practice that a whole lot, which I'm sure they have, but that just doesn't seem natural, a natural movement and natural hold. And now it's going to be a handoff up the center. A pickup of 2. 9:27 left. Comets on the road against Parsons. And Parsons, while improved, perhaps for the first time in 4 weeks, will be an opponent that Chanute should match up well with. And now rolling out is the quarterback here on the near side. Goes in and a touchdown. Nope, they're going to call him down. Whitehead. Did they signal it? Nope, he's going to be shy. Score bug here on the side, blocking out the official. He's actually right on the 1. So it'll be first and goal from the 1. First and goal, Augusta, with 8:30 left. But Parsons and Chanute, those two teams will battle it out next week in Parsons. Quarterback keeps it. Whitehead falls into the end zone for another 6. $55-0 here on the road. Whitehead, the quarterback, with the touchdown run, 1-yard touchdown run. Now the kick, end over end. It is up, and it is good. And Augusta with a 56-0 lead over Chanute. Clock rolling, 7:30 left, back in 1 minute for the kickoff. This is Chanute Blue Comet Football on 1460 AM. Back here in Augusta as Matt DeVoe returns the ball up to the 34-yard line, where it'll be first and 10 for Chanute with 6 minutes left here before the end of the ball game. The Comets will take it first and 10. Again, down 56-0. The goal is to get out of here healthy. Get out of here with everyone on the team with the bumps and bruises they came in with. Now Bowman has it near side. Comes up, and he gets stopped at the line of scrimmage, but able to push forward for a couple more yards. 5:30 left. And Parsons will host the Blue Comets next week, and we'll have coverage here on 1460 AM. Hopefully we'll be able to do video. We'll let you know. This has just not been Chanute's night. And good teams, no matter what kind of team that you have, goes up young, seasoned, disciplined, undisciplined, well, preferably disciplined. Point being, all teams have nights like this, and this just seems to be an off night for Chanute. Perhaps it's the bus ride over. Maybe it's something in the air. Maybe it's, I don't know, maybe just bad day as a team in school, or, just maybe they're struggling. Everyone has those off days, and maybe that's what we just chalk this up to, is just a off day. As handoff to DeVoe will get the first down. Thomas trying to break the goose egg on the scoreboard. Gage Leedy on the handoff, excuse me. Gage Leedy with the pickup. Comets still going out there with the majority of their first stringers. Gage Leedy is now the ball carrier. 2 receivers near left, 2 far right. Bowman still out there. And he would be Leedy shuffling his feet, continue to try to push forward. It just seems like outside of, excuse me, there's been very little penalties, no turnovers, but especially that second, I don't even want to say the first half was rough, because the first quarter was, 7-0 decision, give up the kickoff, and that's it. Now handoff here on the near side. Leedy gets stood up. No, scratch that. That's not Leedy. That is number 36, Eric Munoz, who had himself a game in the second half last week. Now ball at the 49-yard line, 3rd down and 6. Maybe we just chalk this up as just a bad night for Chanute. Get out of here healthy. Just get out of here. Get back to Chanute and get ready for Parsons next week. Now Bowman flips it over to Leedy. Leedy cuts up, first down. He keeps going. He's angling towards the far sideline. And now 2:30 left. Comets could possibly get on the board before getting out of Augusta. Martin with the stop for Augusta. 56-0 Orioles, but Comets looking to change that. 3 receivers near left, 1 far right. Shotgun. Now Leedy will take Inglet out on the outside towards the sideline. Leedy stays in bounds. Well, the clock doesn't stop regardless unless someone calls a timeout. Comets do have 3 timeouts remaining. 3 receivers near left, approaching 100 seconds left. Comets going right to left on your radio. Shotgun, high snap, and will be Munoz steamrolling ahead. Ball down to around the 37-yard line, or 37, excuse me, 17-yard line on the far right hash mark. 3rd down and 1. You're listening to KKOY 1460 AM Chanute. Blue Comets with it. 3rd down and 1 at the 17. Shotgun, Bowman, hands off to the ball carrier. And he gets stopped in the backfield. He'll lose a yard. Looks like that was Munoz with a minute to go. And Comets will go for it. 4th down and 2. A short 2. The 17.5-yard line. 47 seconds. Bowman has one man to his right. High snap. And it'll be Bowman keeping it for himself. Goes up the gut. Gets the first down up at the 10. 35 seconds left. Clock rolling. Comets will have to hurry if they want to try to get a couple of plays off. 20 seconds left. Bowman snaps it. Keeps it for himself. Ankles on the outside. Cuts back in. Gets it up to the 8. 9 seconds left. And the Comets will not get one more play off, as that will do it. Comets fall to Augusta by a final score of 56-0. And that is the end of the ball game. Take a 3-minute timeout. Come back with your official game stats. Wrap it up. Talk to Coach Shields. And get back home. Comets fall 56-0 in Augusta on 1460 AM and KKOI.com. 3 minutes. 3-minute timeout. Back here in Augusta as the Chanute Blue Comets fall by a final score of 56-0. Zoe Lopez on play-by-play. Glad to have you here with us. As Comets just outmatched here tonight. And Coach Shields talking to his team right now here at about midfield, as we'll take you over there on our YouTube page, continuing with the coverage on 1460 AM on our Chanute radio page. like I said, watching the team in pregame, it made it seem like perhaps the team, I don't want to say wasn't focused, maybe not prepared, wasn't prepared, but they definitely had one of those days where nothing was going right for them. And good teams, bad teams, rolling teams, struggling teams, they all have those sort of days. And so what you do is you learn from it, improve from it, and at midnight, move on from it. And that is the key for the Blue Comets entering into next week's matchup with Parsons. The Parsons team that you cannot look over. You're 1-4, so you can't look over anyone. But Parsons is not in Augusta. They're not Ottawa. They're not Fort Scott. They're not Pittsburgh. Now, Parsons is athletic. Parsons is talented. And that is why, despite whatever happens tonight with Parsons and whatever their record is and showcase, that's why you cannot look past them next week. But you get pumped for next week's game knowing that it is perhaps a better fit for you. And now, the final stats here for tonight, as the Comets fall to the Orioles 56-0. Augusta in the first quarter outscored Chanute 7-0. Second quarter 28-0. Third quarter 14-0. And in the fourth quarter 7-0. Chanute had 8 first downs, 29 rushes for 49 yards, 81 yards. They were 24-10 with 1 interception. 53 total plays, ran 130 yards. Comets held onto the ball for 26 minutes and 38 seconds. Were 6 of 5 on third down conversions. For Augusta, 15 first downs, 43 rushes, 358 yards, 125 yards through the air, 7 of 5, or 5 of 7, with 50 plays ran and 483 yards with 5 penalties and 51 yards. They've held the ball for 21 minutes and 22 seconds, so just about 4 minutes less than Chanute, but still won 56-0. Leading rusher for Chanute was Gage Leedy with 3 rushes, 32 yards. That was in the fourth quarter. Eric Munoz with 4 plays, 12 yards. Matt DeVoe, 10 rushes, 5 yards. Ty Bowman, 9 rushes, 1 yard. For Chanute, Ty Bowman went 9 of 23 with 1 interception and 68 yards. Whitehead went 5 of 7 with 125 yards. On receiving end, Blue Comets quarterback Kimberlin had 3 receptions for 49 yards. Matt Hernandez, 3 receptions for 18 yards. Lane Harvey, 2 receptions and 9 yards. Comets only turned the ball over once. And now the Orioles, they improved to 4-1 on the season. And game time was 2 hours and 10 minutes. Scoring summary breaks down like this. The Comets did not get on the board tonight, and Augusta, Dockers with the 90-yard kickoff return, really just setting the tone for the game. Extra point was good. Then that was it in the first quarter. Then the second quarter, that's where things just seemed to unravel quickly. Augusta scored 3 times in a matter of 2 minutes and 18 seconds, but first score came at the 10:52 mark when Whitehead ran 23 yards into the end zone. And then Augusta, Trevor Jackson on a 2-yard run, extra point good. Luke Dockers, 7-yard run, extra point good. Luke Dockers then with a 6-yard run to end the first half at a score of 35-0. Then in the third quarter, Whitehead with a 66-yard run, and Luke Dockers with a 72-yard run to put the game into the running clock rule. And then with 8:05 left, Whitehead ran in on a yard with 56-0, extra point good. And that was the final score. Waiting for Coach Shields to come up as we get to chat with him briefly. And now we welcome Coach Shields up here to the press box. And Coach, thoughts on tonight's game? Seemed a little bit more animated than usual in the in the post-game huddle.
Well, I guess every man kind of has its breaking point. You just, I love our kids. We got good kids. We do. We're just, you are what you are. Right now we're a 1-4 football team. We're searching for an identity. I get it. We're young. We're not very deep. We're beat up. But you don't want to mention it because you don't want to make excuses. But we've got 5 offensive linemen out. I'm playing, 3, I've played at some point 3 freshman offensive linemen. We're on our 3rd string center. I'm not looking for an excuse or a cop-out. We got to play better, and we got to get our kids ready to play. But the facts are the facts. And, we're playing, we're young and we're not very consistent. Right now we're playing like, we're playing a bunch of freshmen and sophomores. And it's not the kids' fault. The kids are playing hard. So, we just got to find a way to get better.
You mentioned that this week in practice, in the pregame, it was kind of a mixed bag. Tuesday, not so much good, and then Wednesday.
Like I said, Tuesday was horrible, but not so good. It was bad. It was probably our worst practice of the year. But Wednesday we bounced back and played. Had a better practice on Wednesday, and right now we're just not very consistent. And when you get, like I said, and again, it is what it is. I tell the kids, we got to stop. We try to get something going. It's hard to evaluate scheme and what you're doing when you can't get in any kind of rhythm. I tell them, I show them my play call. I mean, I don't have a lot of 3rd and 15s, or 2nd and 20s. You don't have a bunch, and I called them all tonight. You saw them. So, we can't get in those situations. We can't have penalties. We can't do selfish things. We've got to fight and find a way to get yardage. And be more consistent, because we've done it at times, but we've got to be more consistent.
How much of that kickoff do you think that the kickoff return really affected the team?
Special teams are always huge. I tell our kids all the time, you got to have that mindset that you're going to win the game on special. Have the special teams be a contributing role to your win. Not, don't just. I know a lot of guys are like, they don't want their special teams. Just don't lose it. Just don't lose it. I'm like, that's bull, man. Let's go win the game on special teams. Nothing changes momentum like a big play on special teams. I don't care if it's the first play of the game or when it happens. A kickoff return, a block punt, anything like that, man, that is huge momentum. But I thought our kids, we had our best drive was our first drive, of the night, unfortunately. And, then we come back and we get a goal line stop on the next series. And like I said, we just can't sustain anything right now. And so that's kind of where we're at.
Now you get set, go to game 2 of this 3-game road series. And really, when you look at it, next week's game in a league matchup against Parsons, you take that out of it, where the real season begins with districts.
Right.
Next week's really your last final tune-up game before the season really begins.
Well, yeah. I guess some people, I don't look at it like that. I want to win every game. And I think, you build momentum and you build for that. I understand how the playoff system works. I mean, obviously I understand how the districts work and what it means and in relation to, but, without sounding cliche, right now, playoffs are the furthest thing from my mind. Right now, we need to be we need to win Parsons. We need to get a win. Our kids, deserve a win. Our community deserves a win. We got to get a win. We got to find a way to get a win. And you only do that. And I know we're in no position to overlook anybody. Parsons, I don't know what happened tonight. I know they had Iola. I don't know what happened there, but if they won, they're going to be coming in 1-4. But I know there's a big difference between going 0-4 and then winning one and then going 0-4. And so, if they lost, even if they lost, they're 0-5. Hey, we're going to get their best game. And whatever happens there, I mean, we're going to get their best game. And just look at last year. They beat us in double overtime at our place. So, we're going to have our hands full. We got a lot of work to do, and we don't have a lot of time to get it fixed.
All right, Coach. Well, on that
Thanks.
note, we got a long 2-hour drive back,
Yep.
and we'll talk to you next week at Parsons.
All right, thanks, Zol. Appreciate it.
That's Coach Chris Shields as we wrap up the postgame show here from Augusta. And want to thank everyone who made this broadcast possible. Back at the studio doing a great job running things, and hope you enjoyed the video broadcast as well. At least, having that ability to watch it and showcase maybe some of the highlights of your kids or nieces, or excuse me, nephew. Sorry, I had Zoe on the mind there. Nephew or sons, grandsons, able to showcase it. So hopefully we get to do more of that. But just a sample of things. Unfortunately, not one that the team definitely wants to hang their hat on and showcase. For years to come, but still hope you enjoyed at least that aspect of tonight's game with the video stream. And I think Coach Shields said it right. Got to find something, got to start somewhere. So why not start next week against Parsons? So for last time here in Augusta, on behalf of everyone who made this broadcast possible, I'm Zol Lopez, and you've been listening to Chanute Blue Comet Football on 1460 AM, KKOI.com, and on our Chanute Radio YouTube page. We'll talk to you next week in Parsons. Good night.